Hello YouTube, how are you guys? Long time no see. My apologies, lots has been going on, which I will cover, but I wanted to just come on and do an update because I feel like it's been forever. So, today is November 3rd, 2nd or 3rd? I don't know. I don't even know what day it is. And it is Thursday, and so yeah, this is my week, 98 post-op lap band. Oh, so much to cover, where to even begin. I'll start, of course, with numbers. So, very beginning, I had my surgery December 17th of 2009, and my starting weight was 308.6 pounds, and my highest weight ever that I had saw was 316 pounds. I was wearing a size 24, tops 3X. I had high blood pressure. Yeah, so where am I today? So 98-ish weeks later, I am balancing anywhere from, I've seen as low as 164. And this week it's been just a roller coaster, which I'll kind of explain with the current situation going on. I've seen anywhere from 164 up to 170, so it's just been bouncing up and down. And I would tell you what I weighed today, but I don't know because I chose not to weigh myself today, and I'll get to that in a minute. But anywhere in that 6-pound range, I've seen all over the board. So, as I told you guys in my last video, I used to have a full-time job that I no longer have, and I still do work part-time for the YMCA. And so it's been kind of a weird transition, hoping, and looking for a new job and getting back into the career field and all that. And while I love, obviously, working for the YMCA, it's not going to pay my bills. So, I mean, we're doing okay, it's just I want to get back into a career. Now, if a career, as far as like the corporate YMCA piece would work out, that'd be great, but there's nothing out there right now. So, it's just a matter of job hunting, which is no fun. So, there's a lot of stress that comes with all that. There's been days, weeks where my band's been super tight from stress and I wasn't able to eat a lot and I was dropping in weight. I think the lowest I had saw on the scale was like 163.8, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm 8.8 pounds away from my goal. And then my band loosens up, and then all of a sudden I can eat anything, and I did. And then I saw 170, and I'm like, what the hell? So it's been a roller coaster. But I have to say, throughout all the stress of that and stupid choices with food, and a lot of times too, it's because my band was being crazy and not letting me eat that I decided it was a good idea to have a McFlurry or a large chocolate shake from McDonald's or whatever. Those are usually things that happen after I've tried to eat normal food and I can't because my band's tight. So sometimes those things happen. Moving on. So yes, searching for reasons to keep pushing and be positive and hopeful that something will work out. It's hard. There are definitely days when I'm like, it's going to be a great day, it's going to be awesome, I'm going to be an awesome cheerleader today, and there's other days when I'm just like, I don't give a shit, I'm going to have a McRib and a chocolate milkshake. So, those days happen, and that's just my real life. That's just my life. So, I'm still very much working out, which thank God. I really enjoy my workouts, and so I'm lucky that I have that. Otherwise, I probably would be way higher on the scale than I am, so good thing I'm working out. My workouts consist of running and also doing spin, which I love, and as I've mentioned before in my other videos, I was wanting to become a spin instructor. I am now, brace yourself, I am now on the sub list to teach spin classes for when a teacher is not available to teach. That makes me really nervous, excited, want to throw up, want to be giddy, all the above. So when they told me to go ahead and get my music selection ready for class, that way if I got called up, I was ready, I'm like, I'm sorry, what? So it's exciting. I mean, this is what I want, don't get me wrong. It's just when the time comes, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe this is me. And it is, that's weird. So, that's that. So I'm now a sub for spin. What else? So I talked about, since the last time I came to you guys, I had an amazing vacation with 2 other girls who have had weight loss surgery as well. That's not why I love them. That's just another piece to why I love them. But Casey Quinn and Bex Gets Banded, the 3 of us had really bonded and had an amazing friendship over the past year and a half-ish. I don't even know how long it's been. And we've been lucky enough and fortunate enough to be able to go on now 2 vacations together. We did Vegas last year for the meet and greet, or this year. Wow, it was this year. So many months ago. And then we just, 2 weeks ago went to California, and we did 2-3 days in San Francisco, and then drove down the coast on Highway 1 and stayed in Carmel for 2 nights for 3 days. And it could not have been a more well-balanced, perfect, awesome vacation all around. And I will just touch briefly on one thing in particular that was just phenomenal, I think, for all 3 of us. You know, we were all 3 girls who, started at a much heavier weight and didn't do a lot of things maybe because of our weight, or because we couldn't do it because of our weight. For whatever reason, we did a physical activity that I had done before, and I loved, and I got to do it with them. We rented bikes, as in like bicycle bikes, one day, all day in San Francisco. And we biked a total, I think, of like 18-19 miles all around San Francisco, across the Golden Gate Bridge, down into the town of Sausalito, all around the town, and then caught a ferry back and rode the bike some more. I mean, we had crossed the bridge and got down to the bottom of the bridge, and we're sitting there taking pictures, looking up the Golden Gate Bridge, and it was kind of like all of us got quiet, and it was like, I can't believe we just did this. You know, we have come so far. We never would have done this, ever. And now here's the 3 of us together. And even if we weren't together, the fact that we're doing this, the fact that we just biked for fun, after hiking across San Francisco, we literally hiked like 28 blocks to get there just because we wanted to walk, which is nuts. And if you've ever been to San Francisco, you know it is very hilly. We hiked from Chinatown to Lombard Street, walked down Lombard Street, walked down to like Ghirardelli Square, down to the pier to get our bikes, then biked. I mean, we were like physical fitness gurus all day long, which is just, it baffles me. It was so neat. So we're at the bottom of the Golden Gate Bridge looking up at it, and it was all just kind of like a moment. Like, we literally have come this far that we just physically, rode across the Golden Gate Bridge, across the Pacific Ocean, on a bike, because we could. Like, what? So amazing and weird, and I was just so happy at that moment to like be able to share that with them. We've come so far on this journey together, so I miss them like crazy. It was such a fun time. My God, we had a happy hour on the beach in Carmel. We bought wine, we went down to the beach, stuck our wine in the sand, and brought our own ice, and just sat there and watched the beach, the waves, and just, to be with people who really understand the journey you've been on for the, X amount of time, and get it, and it was a really cool experience. So I had an amazing time, and the whole trip was phenomenal. That's what I will say. So, what else? Yeah, gosh, I can't even think what else has been going on. So with the whole stress of everything that's been going on with job hunting and all the financial worries that come with that. You're approaching Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you've been thinking, well, God, buying presents and all that, and trying to look for a job, and it's exhausting. It's a lot. So I really I'm trying to find myself again, and that sounds weird to say, but when I was very much in a routine, my daily routine was just mapped out for me. But then when that goes away, there's a lot of free time, a lot of free thoughts, a lot of just a lot's left up to me with time and my choices and what I do at that time. And that can be a scary thing, because I can really see myself on some things letting myself creep back into those pre-op habits, and I don't like it, and I don't stop myself. And so it's a scary, annoying, frustrating emotion, but I'm aware of it, and I'm facing it head on, and I'm still going to do my workouts and all that, so thank God. But it's hard, you know. I'm a firm believer that, yes, I am 1,000% grateful that I had weight loss surgery and chose the right one for me, which was lap band. I have a realized lap band, and that for me is perfect. But don't let me kid you for 2 seconds and make you think that that is what has made me lose my weight. If I stopped counting calories, if I stopped watching my water intake, and if I stopped working out, I could guarantee you I would hit 300 pounds again with a lap band. It is that possible. And it's scary because the smaller I get, you know, the harder it is to keep pushing on because I feel really comfortable in my skin. You know, I'm wearing medium tops and size 8 pants. I even have a pair of size 6 jeans. You know, it's a weird realization, but it can happen that quickly. So it's important to have a strong support group, whether that be your weight loss support group that you go to, or friends or family, whether it's friends that you have that have had surgery or have not had surgery, whoever, whatever, or journaling or whatever it is that makes you get in touch with what's going on with your body and your journey. That's key. It really is. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have those things around me. So, yeah, I've had a lot of great things happen, you know, as far as non-scale victories. You know, number one, obviously the whole biking the bridge thing and hiking 28 blocks across San Francisco and just being able to do things like that. We even went for a run one morning up to this like point of this cliff in Carmel, and it was just because we could, you know, we could, and it was amazing. There's just things like that that get you from point A to point B. You know, I may be struggling with all the mind stuff going on with the stress of the job and all that, but I'm still able to do a lot of things, and I'm still wanting to do those things, which is a great feeling, you know. I was on vacation. How many people can say on vacation, I want to ride a bike all day, I want to hike 28 blocks up and down San Francisco, I want to go run in the morning at 7:30 before our breakfast comes to our room. I mean, it's just so many things have changed for the better for my health that I have to keep a hold of those things, because truly I'm thankful for, you know, what I've done for my health. That's that. So a lot of great non-scale victories. I mean, the past couple of days I just felt like I was making really stupid choices, especially with Halloween. Good God, the candy. I'm not even a candy person. And here's the messed up part. At the YMCA, because there's a lot of kids and stuff with activities, we had this huge like bucket, like witch's bucket thingy, filled of just candy. Well, it's sitting right in front of me the whole shift, right? So I'm like, I don't want the candy. I don't want the candy. I don't need the candy. And then you have one piece, and then it's like, like candy goes down just fine, turns out, which sucks. But I had like, oh my God, a bucket of Starburst. I don't even like Starburst really. If I'm gonna have candy, I'm probably just gonna have a Snickers or something. But I was just like piling it in because I was stressed and we were busy, and I mean, it was nuts. It was bananas. If anybody watches Rachel Zoe, you'll appreciate that. Anyway, so it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot of stress that goes into it, but I'm really trying to stay positive and know that something great is out there, and you know, hope for the best. And I had mentioned before, you know, my husband and we both turn 30 years old next year. And I had planned this, you know, trip to Europe because for my 30th birthday before we, you know, start having kids and all that. And I'm still very much keeping that in the back of my mind. I need to get a job again, obviously. And then once I have vacation time, hopefully, then I will be able to go still on that vacation and then, you know, continue forward with our family and life and everything. So I'm still holding on to that. I still have those hopes and aspirations, and I will get there. So I know there's a part of me, you know, in fairly early on videos that I had made when I was freshly post-op, you know, wanting to hit milestones. I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to lose 50 pounds. I you know, would die if I lost 100 pounds. And then I want to see Wonderland. And oh my God, I want to buy a single digit. I've checked off every one of those things. So I know I am a determined person. I didn't always know that about myself, but if it's something I truly want, then I will go after it. Europe is very much on that list, and having a family is very much on that list. So I will make those things happen. It's just a matter of when. Some things are not up to me. So we'll see what happens when it happens. So I appreciate everybody checking in. I know it's been a while. It was always a matter of, you know, just finding the time to make a video, which sounds crazy because I'm not really working. But when you're preoccupied and you're like, oh, I'll get to it, and then I need to do this, and whatever. So here I am. So I'm alive and well. And yeah, still pushing through. So thank you so much to anybody and everybody for watching. It truly means a lot, especially if you were on my Facebook, my weight loss Facebook. I do update that probably a lot more than I do my YouTube account. So if you're wanting to search me out there, I'll put the link below as well. But that is that. I will stop talking, and I will fill you guys in soon when I have another update to make. But until then, take care, and I hope you guys had a great Halloween, and you're working extra hard this week to work off all those Starburst and candies. So other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.